Time now for First Alert Weather with meteorologist Rob Nucatola.
All right, we get started on 24-hour temperature cast. Got numbers way up in the 70s this morning. They're going to get way up in the 90s this afternoon and likely spend a big chunk of the afternoon at those levels until we get some scattered showers to pop those temperatures down. Not everybody gets in on the shower, so not everybody gets some of the help from that heat. And the humidity, by the way, is going to be icky, sticky, gross out there all over the place. Plenty of available low-level moisture. We'll be checking for some patchy fog this morning. We're watching a couple of areas up against the Taylor and the Dixie County coast get a couple of sprinkles. Even one trying to make it across Highway 19 in North Dixie. It's not much, but it's a little something. And usually we say that we see some showers near the coast early. That's a good indication that there should be some more showers in the afternoon. I think today those showers are still going to be kind of hit and miss and maybe even a little limited, especially further north. But we'll watch. We'll see how the day plays out. I do think there's at least a chance to get some showers in all this hot, humid, unstable air. It doesn't take much to fire up those showers. 76-hour temperature at the Tallahassee Airport this morning. In Valdosta, we're at 79, and in Thomasville, we're at 73. Again, with those dew point temperatures right up there with the air temperature. So what that means is the air is not just really humid, but almost completely saturated, and that's why it's going to feel as soupy outside as it does. Now, it's nice to see a 68-degree temperature way up in Blakely. We'd love to see more of those spill across more of the area, but then we look at Perry, it's 80 degrees. We look at Apalachicola, it's 81. So I think that's an outlier, and everybody else is going to stay most likely in those middle 70s and up. Not breezy or anything. I think today, one of those days where the breezes sort of bounce around a little bit there, pretty light, mainly from the west, but I don't think we're talking that kind of breeze that really makes it impossible for the sea breeze to fire up some showers. It may limit that a little bit, and I think that's part of the reason why we're expecting such long duration hot this afternoon again, and humid. Now, as far as those visibility numbers go, so far actually so good. Yeah, down to 2 miles at Camilla or 4 miles in Valdosta, but I'm not seeing any below 1 mile just yet. I think that's a real possibility over the next couple of hours until the sun gets up and starts heating the air, and then we start to get rid of some of that fog. I don't see a lot of organized across the southeast just yet. There's some more organization across the middle of the country, and behind it, by the way, there's actually some cooler air. It's going to look and feel pretty nice up in parts of the Midwest and the Great Lakes, but that's way up there, not way down here. And down here, it's more of the hot and soupy, and I think that's sticking around. Futurecast, not super optimistic for big-time showers today. I think there'll be some, but I do not think it's everybody gets wet, and I think that's going to be the case for the next couple of days. So the harder it is to find those showers, the longer we stay with the really hot and the really humid. Can you see over here, a little east of the islands? This is our latest tropical hiccup. At times, looks like it's coming together. At times, still lacking that general circulation. So we're still calling it potential tropical cyclone number 5. Over the next 24, maybe 36 hours, it likely does acquire more of those tropical characteristics, and Ernesto is the next name on the list, by the way. Now, there's a lot out ahead of it that would steer this to the north, so I don't think this is going to be one of those that rides along the islands or gets its way into the Caribbean and eventually finds the Gulf. Something would really have to change drastically for that to be the case with this current system. But I do think it can develop, and I do think that means lots of rain for some of those Caribbean islands. So we'll certainly keep our eyes on this and watch all of the activity as we get closer and closer to the peak of the season, which usually happens in that second week of September. So that's coming up, and I think as we go through the next couple of weeks, business usually does pick up out there across the tropics. On the Gulf today, west winds 3 to 12, so not big winds at all. Seas 2 feet or less and mostly smooth in the bays. 70s, 80s, very muggy this morning. Then we'll go with that mixture of clouds and clear. I think this afternoon there'll be some showers, but we'll leave the rain chances around 30–40%. That's about all. A lot of us are going to get to the middle 90s or even upper 90s. Mix in the humidity. It's going to feel like it's up near 110. Heat advisories in our easternmost areas only, but I still think it's going to be really hot, really humid, really uncomfortable across the board. More fizzle, the showers fizzle and stays muggy overnight. And again, most of us are going to start tomorrow in the mid-70s. And I don't see a lot of change these next 3–4 days. As a matter of fact, I think we're in a very stagnant weather pattern, very common for the middle of August, and that means hours and hours and hours of hot and humid in the afternoon until the showers do their part to help cool things down. Maybe those shower chances get a little help to be a little bit more widespread by Friday and the weekend. That's several days down the road. For these next couple of days, just a lot of hot, a lot of humid, and we'll be hoping for those showers to help it out.